Your father died for the sake of your family to live on without the presence of dictator is a nightmare. We say yes. Is seeing your house being burned because the dictators hate your village, your city, and your family a nightmare? We say yes. And is seeing a dictator fleeing away with your money, with all things that you hold dear is a nightmare? We say yes. And should we let these people continue their nightmare by showing them that you're not going to have all of them back? We say not a chance. That's why opposition today believes that in the case of immunity to dictators, we believe we should put them to justice and we should have them face the trial that they deserve. So what we have seen in this debate. Firstly, we have seen two major points of clashes. Firstly, on the idea of justice, and secondly, on the idea on how effective it is going to create peace towards the citizens. Firstly, on the idea of justice, our proposition argues that justice is when the authoritarian government steps down, ladies and gentlemen. And we say it is not a form of justice. Stepping down is one thing, but to have them face the consequences is another thing that should be upholded, ladies and gentlemen. And we say it is not going to happen in their proposal. Their proposal is not justice, and it disgraces every part of justice. We say justice is when you allow society to claim their rights back. Their rights of freedom, rights of dignity, and rights of possession. We say that justice is when you punish people for what they did. And what they did is systematically destroying their own people. We say justice is when some international regime do not step out of their responsibility. And we say in their proposal they are doing exactly that. Stepping out of their authority, meaning they're not doing what's justice. On the point of justice, we say it's a policy, and we say at that time, opposition believes justice should be served by putting these people to court and give them the punishment. So that's on the first clash. And on the second clash, on how effective it is going to create peace. Proposition argues that it's going to create peace because they would want to step down voluntarily. We say whether it's voluntarily, whether it's with force, ladies and gentlemen, but when we can actually put them to trial, we say that's the way to go, ladies and gentlemen. Their proposal is not going to create any peace because once they are free without being punished, ladies and gentlemen, what is done, ladies and gentlemen, is that society is going to actively harm that dictators on themselves. Meaning the civil war is going to continue and it's going to be even further. Why? Because firstly they see that international regime is not protecting them, and secondly they see that other countries is also protecting them. This lengthens the scope of the war to the extent that it is no longer necessary. We say it's an active harm more than it happened before, ladies and gentlemen. And we say on that part it is not at all peace, ladies and gentlemen. Revenge will happen in their proposal because now they're not going to serve justice to those who have seen their father die in front of them, to those who have seen their friends die in front of them, and those who have seen their properties, their rights taken away from them, ladies and gentlemen. We say that basically, whether or not it creates justice, whether it creates effective peace, it all belongs to the opposition. So what we have been proving to you, firstly we have been proving to you that sovereignty goes to society and that right holds paramount. Second, we have been proving to you that authoritarians do not deserve any point of mercy, and therefore to respond to this at all, ladies and gentlemen. Thirdly, we say it's against international regime's responsibility, and it also don't respond to this point. Fourthly, we have explained to you on how the model creates vigilantism, and they have not been responding to that, ladies and gentlemen. And lastly, they have been, we have also created, it lengthens the scope of the war, and it destroys the whole essence of just war that the world has been trying to propose since 1944, ladies and gentlemen. So basically, we say in preventing genocide from happening, did we fail? But in serving justice to the demons that dealt it, we will.